Welcome back to the American Rancher. Based in Thedford, Nebraska, the Hoffman family operates a highly respected multi-breed seed stock program. Overseeing operations are Dennis Hoffman and his son Jason. The family's history in the seed stock business goes back 3 generations. In addition to Sim Angus offerings, the Hoffmans develop Hereford and Black Angus genetics for their customers because they recognize the strong commercial benefits of Black Baldy hybrid vigor when crossing the 2 breeds.
At one time, there was nothing but Hereford cattle in a majority of the U.S. And the Hereford cattle that carried some of the problems that people still like to bring up from 30 years ago, those cattle got eliminated when times got tough. The breeds got strength, and the breeds needed for a crossbreeding sector too now. It adds several traits that you're not going to get through any other straight bred type commercial cattle. Longevity, adds structural correctness, ruggedness, feed efficiency. A lot of guys will buy Hereford bulls and you know, they'll get 6-7 seasons out of them. You've kind of heard every joke there has been about Hereford cattle, but nobody can ever knock the Black Baldy cow. And that's why we have both Hereford and Angus. Because we don't necessarily preach to our guys that they need to be straight Hereford at all, but we do preach the power of the Black Baldy cow and the power of the Black Baldy feeder calf. So the 2 breeds complement each other extremely well. We have an extensive embryo program, and I don't know if everybody always totally understands the embryo deal. It's not major science, say. It's simply kind of a step up from an AI program. But at the same time, it allows you to maximize your best genetics. And it allows us to sell big groups of full brothers, and you know, some ranches might want that. And I think it adds a lot of genetic strength to a commercial cow herd if they tie together similar genetics too. And our embryo program lets us do that. And it also lets us have large sire groups. And now we're running a lot more cow herd too than what we've had. We've taken on a long-term lease that we have, and it'll run a substantial amount of spring cows. So we just really try and manipulate the best genetics we can out there. We don't skimp on anything. I think we take it very serious, and we keep all the little things in check, and it seems like it kind of takes care of the big things in the end. But we just really watch the structure on these cattle. I think we really keep our nose to the grindstone on foot quality and longevity in both the Hereford and Angus cattle. You know, every breed needs improvements, and I don't think we're too proud in either breed to ignore that. And we want to fix the major problems or the little things too that the different breeds have. We want to get taken care of here so they don't ever factor in later when our commercial producers have them in production. We've built a feedlot here by my house. This allows us to sort up our bulls a little bit better, make them a little bit uniform, put them in smaller groups. They're right here handy when people come look. You can get through a lot of bulls in a hurry here. And at weaning, we'll bring in our spring calves, and we develop them pretty slow, and we don't want them gaining much over 3 pounds a day. Our older bulls and coming 2-year-olds for our sale, they're all developed on grass. So they're ran a lot like commercial cattle to the point of the winter before the bull sale. And then we bring those bulls in, and as much as anything, we don't have the time to get out and go feed these bulls in the pasture and stuff in the winter. So we do bring them in a lot, but they're developed on grass until like the last 3 months before the bull sale. And we rely a lot on the compensatory gain these bulls will put on for our sale. But it's awfully important to us to keep the feet and legs under them, so we've really focused on not developing these bulls in a lot through the summer on the older bulls. We make sure they get a lot of exercise and they're out on pasture or huge traps, just to offer more longevity for our customers.
All our bulls will be fertility tested within 2 weeks of the sale, and if they do not pass, they do not go in the sale. We don't let anything be marginal. Our local vet does all of that here. You know, it's a good deal. And we, you know, as far as checking our cattle, I go horseback. We check them with a 4-wheeler Ranger. These bulls are subject to anything our customer does. Dogs, I use dogs to gather bulls out of the pen, so their dog broke. They have a wide range of handling.
The bulls are all handled on foot and on horseback, and with the four-wheeler a little bit too. And yeah, we feel like everything that leaves here is really pretty well mannered and can be handled by anybody, you know. So I mean, and that's important to us too. You know, we've got a lot of young kids running around and stuff, and we don't want anything around here that's chasing anybody off.
We do a lot of things as far as in the summer, kind of touching base with customers and seeing where they're going to sell their calves. And I think it doesn't just necessarily get down to the crunch time of the sale, because we prep for this thing all year. And you know, we try and do a better job all the time of communicating with our customers. We've started a website, HerefordInfluence.com, where we list all of our customers' cattle for free, no matter where they're selling them, on the video, at a sale barn, or in the country. However they want to sell them, we don't want to interfere with that, but we do want to get them more exposure. And we've got a Facebook just for that. We put them on Hoffman Ranch's Facebook, or we put them on Hereford Influence's Facebook. And we try and really drive that out and push our genetics to our commercial customers. And we really try and work at that throughout the year. And we've hired two great people in our program, Darvin and Tanya Nix, a married couple. Darvin takes care of the feedlot and the day-to-day stuff on that. Tanya takes care of a lot of the book work, or helps us process bulls. She can kind of do everything, but she's done a really good job this year. Anytime somebody's called me and said, hey, I've got these calves that we're going to sell next week, I'll have Tanya get a hold of them. She calls, she lists the cattle on our HerefordInfluence.com. And it's not just limited to Herefords either. It's our Sim Angus progeny goes on there, our Angus progeny goes on there. I just named that a little too soon when we only had Herefords. But she does a really good job of putting all that up there, and if they'll just kind of communicate with us and let us know what's going on, we don't miss a beat there anymore. And it's sold a lot of cattle too, and with that she sends out a huge email list to different buyers and feeders when our customers' calves are either selling in town or on the video or in the country.
We feel that herd health is a big part of what we're doing here, you know, and I feel like we work really hard to keep all the problems out of these cattle. If there is problems, they're dang sure taken care of and gone before they ever reach our customers, you know, and we're really proud of the end product that we send out, and feel like we've had really good feedback over the last couple of years, and a lot of happy repeat customers.
Well, any good program or product starts with good people, and honesty and integrity runs real deep there. Just the best people to deal with. You get the total package. You get he'll help you market your products, stands behind their bulls. Just extremely pleased with the way the bulls held up and the quality.
We've added weight to the cattle, have a lot more thickness and depth. I think with the Angus and the Hereford cross together, we've put the two of the best things there are in one package.
His bulls last a long time, and that's the biggest thing that keeps me coming back. Is his bulls are sound, he conditions them right, develops them right, and they last forever.
The Hoffmans continue their legacy of raising quality Hereford, Angus, and Sim Angus breeding stock. The entire family works on the ranch, and as every ranch family knows, generational commitment is the bedrock of preserving the ranching way of life.
It's probably every cowman's dream or every rancher's dream to have a son involved in the operation. We've got another generation coming up in Jason's kids. He's got 3 really good kids, and hopefully one of those will want to take it over. But there's just something about a family operation that it makes it easier to fight all the struggles and all the battles. And I don't think there's probably ever a prouder moment to have a father have his son come into the operation and know that maybe the things that you've worked for all your life are going to continue on, and that's important.
The Hoffmans' annual bull sale will be held in Thedford, Nebraska on Friday, February 15th. 300 Hereford, Angus, and Sim Angus will be offered, along with a huge selection of yearlings and coming 2-year-olds. The sale is sponsored by Superior Production. Click HoffmanRanch.com for the catalog. The success of both Hoffman and Judd ranches is based on knowing what their customers want when it comes to high-performance genetics. Each producer is devoted to specific breeding programs that generate profit for their growing customer base. We hope you enjoyed this show. To find out more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or connect with us on Facebook. For the entire American Rancher team, I'm Pam Minick. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Superior.